And hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. I hope you're well. Rangers fans, I hope you're not too hungover. In fact, I do hope you're a bit hungover, in fact. Obviously, joined by today, Friday morning, Friday afternoon, or whatever, it just turned Friday afternoon. And we have got the Europa League group stage. Why do I keep saying group stages? Because I'm used to this. You've got the Europa League quarterfinals and semi-final draw coming up now. Huge one for Rangers, of course. The last 8 of the competition. There's 8 teams left in the competition. That's bonkers. That is mental, and Rangers are one of them. We did a little live stream last night and talking on who Rangers can get into the next round. The draw is going to be at around half an hour's time. That's when we're going to start. But I just thought, take a bit of time to relax with you guys, talk through the draw a bit, build a bit of hype up on this Friday afternoon, and yeah, basically just talk about Rangers, I suppose, in Europe, how far they can go, teams to avoid, teams to get, and all the rest of it. But guys, if you are new, please do hit the old like. In fact, everybody hit the old like button. If you're new, please subscribe. And of course, in the live chat, get involved. Who do you want Rangers to get into the next round of the Europa League? We're going to discuss what's going to be going on, how the whole outlay of the tournament's going to go from here and now. The dates of the quarterfinal and all the sides that Rangers can get. A bit about the teams, and yeah, just relax and enjoy the draw. But yeah, as I said, the draw will start in around half an hour's time. But yeah, no later than that, I'm sure. But guys, hit that like button. Let's keep getting that pumping up. Let's hit the old like button. Ryan May says Barcelona or West Ham want to dump Rangers out. Some of these Celtic fans probably getting a bit anxious, maybe, that Rangers are going a bit further. Because I've always said, if your team can get to the quarter-final, then anyone can win it. I feel like the quarter-final pool, anybody can win it. I think Europa League put up on Instagram recently, this morning, pictures of the last 8 in recent years. And you're looking at the last 8, and some of the teams that have actually made the final from the pool of the last 8, you would find bonkers. Like there was an example that I was speaking to some friends about this morning. I think I put it into the group chat. It was the last 8, I think, back in 2010. So the last 8 contained Fulham, Wolfsburg, Hamburg, Standard Liège, Atletico Madrid, Valencia, Benfica, and Liverpool. And obviously, out of those 8 teams, Fulham and Atletico Madrid went on to go to the final. So that is mental. So anyone can go there. So Liverpool, Benfica got knocked out. Hamburg at the time got knocked out. Wolfsburg got knocked out. They were like champions at the time in Germany. So yeah, I think whenever he gets to the last 8, anything can happen, and everyone has a chance of getting to the final. And I always do believe it comes down to the luck of the draw and which team you're going to get, and all the rest of it. But look, Rangers have beat Dortmund, so why can't they go any further? They've literally got to do. I like playing this weird game with myself. Rangers have literally got to do what they've just done: win 2 4-legged ties. And then they're into the final. And I don't think you're going to get harder opposition than Borussia Dortmund. So they've done the hardest bit. Now it's just about maybe getting a couple more. But guys, if you're just joining in, please do hit the old like button. 2 seconds, sorry. Sorry. Celtic are out of Europe. At least we'll win the treble, says Ryan Mays. Yeah, well, Celtic obviously focus on domestic form. And I do think Celtic has stand a good chance, especially domestically now. I think Rangers getting sort of overloaded with games now in April. April is becoming a very, very busy month for Rangers. But look, it's a good opportunity. I think, really, really good opportunity to get to the knockouts. Anyway, let's talk about who Rangers can get in the next competition, the next round, and all the rest of it. First, hit that like button. Get me your thoughts down there, guys, who you want to see. I'm seeing a lot of West Ham, seeing a lot of Barcelona's. We'll come to that in a second. But basically, the draw is as follows. The draw will be made, sorry. I'm slightly unorganised for this, but give me a second. Right, so the quarterfinal will be played. I thought I had all the answers a second ago. 2 seconds. I'm really messy right now. 1 hour warning. Oh, yeah. Okay, so the quarterfinals will be played on the Thursday, the 7th of April, and Thursday, the 14th of April, the quarterfinal stage. So today, the draw is basically going to be, it's a free-for-all. So anyone can play anyone left in the competition. There is no seedings or country protections or anything like that. Anyone can play anyone, and we'll find out here today. So the teams that are in place for today's draw are as follows. So there is obviously Rangers, as we know. Rangers beat Savannah Zvezda. There is RB Leipzig. RB Leipzig are a side who... so RB Leipzig were in the competition a bit earlier on. However, they've not actually played a game in the knockout stages. They got a bye to the quarterfinal rounds due to Spartak Moscow getting knocked out because of their... why am I laggy as fuck? Why did this keep happening? Wow. 2 secs. 2 secs. Super laggy. Put down the video resolution a bit. Hopefully that's better. Yeah. Super laggy that was. Just put it like that for now. Hopefully it isn't. Yeah. We'll just leave it like that for now. Hopefully that's a bit better. Anyway, what was I saying? So RB Leipzig are a side that RB Leipzig has sort of got a bye to the next round due to Spartak Moscow getting knocked out of the competition due to the ongoing problems in Ukraine. Barcelona are another side that are in the competition. They're another team that are in the hat that Rangers could play. Barcelona obviously beat Galatasaray yesterday and are through to the next round of the competition. Atalanta are another team that Rangers could play. Italian Serie A side overcame Bayer Leverkusen across 2 legs in the round of 16. And then obviously Rangers through. Braga are another team, a familiar foe that Rangers have played in the European competition before. Frankfurt, West Ham and Lyon. So a very, very strong 7 sides that Rangers could play. If I had to put them in order of who Rangers would probably want to play and probably teams to avoid, I'd say the sides to avoid are Atalanta and RB Leipzig. For me, they're 1 and 2. Just because RB Leipzig, especially in Europe and in domestically, are in a decent run of form at the moment in the Bundesliga, especially after returning back from the winter break. They're looking like a really, really dangerous side. Atalanta, for me, I just think a really good attacking team. They're very, very good at attacking and can cause problems to Rangers' defence. I know Rangers have done well this year, and I'll keep negativity away because Rangers are in the quarterfinals of the Europa League. But this team aren't the best defending-wise, and it has been proved apparent this season. So I think Atalanta would be a decent side to avoid. Barcelona, after watching Barcelona, yes, since Xavi's came in, everything's looking a lot better for Barcelona, but I still feel they're not the finished article yet. I still feel that they can cause problems. I think they can still be got at. This isn't the days of, Xavi, Iniesta, Messi and all the rest of it. Barcelona are still very much a shell. The players aren't winners, probably minus Piqué and maybe De Jong or whatever. But the players that we're talking about here are Memphis, Aubameyang, Pedri, youngsters. They're great talented players, but they're not winners yet. So I wouldn't be too scared of Barcelona. I'd rather get Leipzig. I'd rather get Barcelona over Leipzig and Atalanta, and that's me being serious. As for the other sides that I'd say, and West Ham are another side in the middle there. The reason my theory on West Ham, and this is no disrespect to the Hammers, because I actually like the Hammers. I used to go watch a lot of games for West Ham. A lot of my friends support West Ham down in England. So I've been to a lot of the West Ham games, and I understand the culture there at the club, and I'm happy for West Ham. I used to go and watch West Ham play when there were relegation battles and all the rest of it. The last game I think I went to see West Ham was couple of years ago before COVID, but it was a season where there was a lot of protests at the club and stuff like that. So West Ham, the way they've progressed and the way they've come on has been phenomenal. But for me with West Ham is I have this weird theory around European football, and I think I think football fans will understand me here. With European football, I think it's about football heritage in a way. So West Ham haven't really got a European pedigree, and they've not really got a trophy-winning history. I think they've won like one FA Cup or something like that in their history, right? But they're not used to winning trophies. So I feel if Rangers were to get them in the semi-finals, or a team were to get them in the semi-finals or the final, I don't think they'll be able to cope with that pressure, That's just my theory. I might be completely wrong, but I don't think West Ham will win the Europa League. As much as if Rangers went out, I would want West Ham to win it. But I just don't think that they... You see it time and time again in Champions League. Liverpool, when they were crap, they were always good in Europe for some weird reason. They just have that European heritage to them. Man City, for how good they've been over the last few years, can never seem to get it right in the Champions League. And that's my theory. I just feel like West Ham, when it comes to... they'll probably get through the quarters, maybe get through to the semis. But when it comes to the final, or the business end of the competition, I think that's probably where they would fail. But, I think West Ham, I'd put the West Ham in the category of Barcelona. That, fancy them in a tie, but maybe you don't really want to get them. The sides that I would say that Rangers should want is Braga and Frankfurt. Again, no disrespect to Braga by any means, but Rangers have beat Braga in this competition, as you already know, a few years ago, going 2-0 down at Ibrox, managing to come back 3-2, and then obviously winning the away leg. But Braga were one of the hottest properties in European football at the time. I remember Barcelona, I think, got 2 of their players. They had a real good thing, but they've regressed. They're currently 25 points behind in the Portuguese Super League, behind FC Porto. They're currently 12 points behind third place. They had a fairly easy Europa League group stage. They came second in a group that featured Crvena Zvezda, that Rangers just previously dispatched. They also had Midtjylland in that group as well, and Ludogorets Razgrad. So it wasn't a very, very good Europa League group, and I think Braga are a side that I'd fancy. As I said, glamour ties are out the window. I'm seeing a lot of Rangers fans in groups, and no one's got the wrong opinion. Oh my God, what's up with this? Yeah, there is no wrong opinion, by the way. But I just think now, once you're at a quarter-final stage, I think you keep away from the glamour ties. You go for you don't just go for the you want to keep away from the glamour ties. You want to go the whole way in the competition, and I think setting yourself up for the best possible scenario. I think Braga definitely offers that. I think that's a team that Rangers should look to try and get in the next round of the competition. Frankfurt are another side as well. Look, currently in the league, I think they came for a pretty dodgy group as well. Their group wasn't that good in the Europa League. I think it featured, I can't remember who it featured, but it wasn't that good at all. And they're currently 10th in the Bundesliga at the moment, so struggling domestically as well. So Frankfurt for me and Braga are the 2 sides that I would say Rangers should probably fancy themselves against, and that were the 2 favourable ties. Note, I'm saying not easy ties, I'm saying favourable ties. They're not going to be easy games by any means, but I'd say those 2 are the favourable ties. Now brings me on to the last opposition here, that's Lyon. Lyon are the French side. Rangers have already played them so far this season. Lyon are a great, great team. However, Lyon are very struggling very much domestically as well. Rangers played them at a time in the season where it was different. Rangers were so poor at the start of the season defensively. Come off the back of losing to Malmo, losing to Dundee United. Then they played that game against Lyon. Rangers were in a different place back then. Remember, they kept on shipping off goals. And when I watched the Lyon play at Ibrox, I said it on live on the stream, and you can go back to the stream we watched Rangers and Lyon, and I said that Lyon don't look good at all. They didn't look good by any means in that game. I just felt Rangers performed so poorly. And we said in the return leg or the second leg, yes, it was sort of a dead rubber. But Rangers held their own against Lyon away from home, and a 1-1 draw was a good score. Maybe they can just correct that Ibrox score. It can be different. So I wouldn't be looking at Lyon as a side to avoid. I think Rangers should fancy their chances against them. But I definitely wouldn't put them in the category of ones to avoid with Leipzig and Atalanta. So just to clarify there, out of my personal opinion, I'd say the favourable ties that Rangers would want is Braga and Frankfurt. The ones to avoid are RB Leipzig and Atalanta. And the middle ground for me are West Ham and Barca. Sounds absolutely ludicrous with West Ham and Barca, but I have a theory on West Ham and Barca. West Ham is that they're just not used to being in European competitions. and Barcelona, they're still not the finished article. I said, it's in the highlights of the game against Galatasaray, both legs. Yes, they're doing all right domestically, but, I think a big atmosphere could shock them players. I really do. Guys, if you haven't already, please do hit the like button. Keep your predictions coming down. Who do you want Rangers to get into the next round of the Europa League? We're about 15 minutes away now, and then we'll be getting underway here for the tie. 2 secs. This is live on Uefa.com, I think, by the way, for those of you who want to watch it. I'm sure they're going to be wheeling some veteran out later on anyway, and what he's done over the years. Just checking to see if my signal's okay. Getting a little pop-up warning from YouTube saying that I'm lagging a bit. So I'm just going to check to see myself if it's okay. I've tried adjusting the camera. I don't know what it is. It's because I'm not using wired internet at the moment. Let's have a little look. Well, that's not a good sign. Still twice all the other teams though. Celtic got pumped out the Eurovision Song Contest, someone says down there. No, I think we are a bit laggy, for God's sake. I don't know why. How laggy is this? Jesus Christ, I've got a really good internet connection. How is this so laggy? Like this yesterday as well. Right, let me change the camera again. Maybe it's just the camera angle. I'll put it down to a really low resolution. Maybe that might work. So it doesn't have to buffer so much. Let's try that. See what that's like. There we go. Come on, YouTube. Come on, my internet. Let's do it. Let's get over the line. Jesus me. Yeah. Yeah, guys, sorry about the slight lagginess there. I'm going to try and power through it. I think we might be okay, hopefully. Oh, the audio's okay, but it's just the picture that's slightly laggy. All right, well, I'll take that one then. Sorry, troops, but yeah, it's just how it is. Right, let's get the old draw up. As I say, they will be probably take till about 1:30 for them to actually get started. They'll take ages with this thing. They wheel out somebody to talk about their time in the Europa League and all that good stuff as well. So, yeah, hopefully it doesn't take too long to get us started. But UEFA have started their stream. It says about 12:30 should be getting underway. Guys, if you haven't already, please do hit the old like button. We're about to get started here. Why is this fucking thing? Try and sort that mess out. Stuart says, come on. Rangers v Braga, says Chris. Everybody's going for it. Having a little bit of a coverage, let's have a look what these guys are saying.
A few hours to digest it, but like what the scenes at the London Stadium.
I do feel like the English media are kind of creaming up West Ham a bit. Again, as I said, just to clarify, if there's any Hammer fans in here, I actually am, English-wise as well. You know, I'm a big sort of fan of West Ham. You know, I've seen a lot of the games. A lot of my mates support West Ham, so I do go to. I've been to a couple of the games and stuff like that. And I'm happy for West Ham for getting to the Europa quarter-final stage and stuff like that. But Jesus me, the English media aren't half smoking, putting cream up their arse. I know it's the first time since the 80s, but West Ham are expected to be here. You know, they spend about 100 million a year in terms of transfer fees. You know, they're probably the richest club left in the competition. Barcelona, they're probably richer than them at the moment. They're having an absolute nightmare with finances. So financially, West Ham should be in the final of this competition. They should be winning this competition. So getting to the quarterfinals, I'm not quite buying into this media hype from England. Whereas Rangers getting no real recognition really from the Scottish media or the English media. You know, Rangers have spent 12 million on their squad. 7 million of that was from Ryan Kent. 3 million was from Connor Goldson, meaning the other 9 players that were on the field the other day cost somewhere between £2 million. So it's a bit of a crazy story there, but you know, I'm not buying into this English media hyping up West Ham. I understand that it's a great achievement West Ham, first time in the 80s, and great for the fans, amazing, but they are the richest club left in the competition. They should be at this stage, and they should be getting to this. If West Ham don't get to the final, it's an upset. So yeah, I mean, yeah, for me, I'm not buying into it. Um, Happy days. Guys, if you haven't already, keep hitting that like button. Let's see what these guys are saying. They're all talking about West Ham still. Owen Hargreaves is basically saying West Ham are the second favourites. Barcelona are favourites, apparently. There you go. There's the odds there. Barcelona are favourites. Leipzig are second. Atalanta and West Ham are third. Fourth are Lyon. Frankfurt are fifth. Rangers are right down the bottom. And then Braga are rock bottom. Then Rangers are second bottom. Ferran Torres. Let's hyping up West Ham here. Great to see it, West Ham. I mean, it was a good achievement to beating Sevilla. Sevilla are a side that they needed to destroy because Sevilla are experts at this competition. They always win it. They always find a way of winning it. So it's good that West Ham knocked them out, but Jesus me, I am going through it again. I'm not diminishing West Ham's achievements, but Jesus me, come on, they're the richest club left in the competition. You know what I mean? I understand that 1980s, but the Premier League, you get 100 million quid for finishing rock bottom of the Premier League. They've spent, God knows, oodles amount of cash in the summer. I think the real light should be shined on Rangers. I really do. James Boss says Lyon, please. I'm going to start talking about Rangers now, I think. Meant to say pish instead of push. Shut the haters, mate. It's good to see you, Falcon Hoof. Hope you're well. But yeah, just waiting for it to start. We've got about 8 minutes to go until the actual draw starts, I believe. We've got Big Owen talking for now. If they say stuff about Rangers, I'll let you know. I mean, I'm doing a watch along here. This is live on YouTube, to be fair. I just thought I'd do it for the channel because we do it for every single round. So I just thought I'd do it for today's one as well. So, but yeah. Underdogs love it. We are the people, says Stu Alexander. That's what you want to be. You want to be the underdogs. Rangers. They're talking about Rangers now. Yeah, they're hyping up Rangers now. They are talking about Rangers, to be fair. Interesting. Typical English media says Thistle Steel. Oh, it's Uncle Gilbert, man. Me and Uncle Gilbert having a bit of exchange the other night. What was going? Uncle Gilbert? What's he saying today? Wind up merchant is Uncle Gilbert. Rangers getting to the last 8 is like Tonga getting to the last 8 of the World Cup. Owen Hargreaves hyping up the Ibrox crowd there, guy, by the way. Ryan Kent, he's hyping up Ryan Kent now as well.
after knocking out Dortmund, one of the pre-tournament favourites, even without Haaland in the side, are Rangers really a team to be feared?
Yeah, Rangers are, the story, I think, James was right, it goes back further than that, the journey that they've been on when they were relegated into the lower league.
Joe Hart talking about Rangers now. Joe Cole, sorry.
Played there.
Hyping them up.
It is an incredible place, and it'll be the one, if West Ham or Rangers reach this competition, that will be, I think that'll blow the roof off both stadiums.
There won't be bubbles, there'll be fireworks if that happens. Well, there's not long to go. Last year, it was Villarreal who lifted the Europa.
Right, anyway, yeah, they've already ended up talking about both teams now. Anyway, guys, we're going to talk about the actual draw. Sorry, I was getting caught up with the actual match itself. But the draw is up next, guys. That's what's happening next here on the channel. We're going to find out who Rangers will be playing in the next round of the competition. It is either RB Leipzig, West Ham United, Barcelona. I can't help myself saying West Ham United like that. RB Leipzig, West Ham, Barcelona, Atalanta, Frankfurt, Braga. And the last team, who am I missing? I've just missed it. Oh, who am I missing? Oh, stop making an ass of it, Dad. Who's it? Barcelona. I think I said Barcelona anyway. Typical English media, hype, arrogance, all about West Ham. All the sides left are there for a reason. It's anyone's trophy to lift, says Graham Smith. I wouldn't listen to the favourites. That sort of analogy, bookies, favourites, and all the rest of it. As I said, I think who was in there last time? I think it was Borussia Dortmund were favourites at the start. So no, the quarterfinals, anything can happen for me. I literally think it's just about who you get in the next round of the draw, and I personally think if Rangers can get Frankfurt and Braga, it'd be a really good opportunity to get to the semi-final. Although I think Rangers would fancy themselves against any side, but I would just say for the record, just to avoid Atalanta and maybe avoid their RB Leipzig. But apart from those, I would say any tie, Rangers could probably go through and cause all these teams problems. Why should the English media pamper to a Scottish club? Because it's BT Sport and it's the British. It should be the British media, technically. But no, I understand the English media anyway because I live down in England. But what I'm saying is West Ham should be there. They should be in this competition. They have £100 million spent in the summer. They make oodles of money. They should be in this stage of the competition. Rangers probably shouldn't be. But they are. But the Scottish media don't really hype up Rangers. They kind of just make out that they're kind of lucky to get to places and stuff like that. Oh, because they kind of skate through and stuff like that. Why can't things be a tactical masterclass when you go to Savannah Zvezda and lose 2-1? Do you know what I mean? But go progress through. Why can't that be going down as a tactical masterclass, not just scraping through by a 2-goal advantage? So I don't really listen to the Scottish media that much as well. It's quite crap. They don't really hype up Rangers, to be perfectly honest. I don't think they hype up Celtic either, to be perfectly honest. They don't hype up anybody. Yeah, English media hyping up West Ham big time. Everyone is hoping to draw Rangers, guaranteed place in the semi-final, says Uncle Gilbert. But Uncle Gilbert, I know what you are, but you're a troll. You're just trying to cause an argument, mate. Nobody's thinking that day. There is nobody thinking, let's go get Rangers an easy draw. Because if you beat Borussia Dortmund, then how is that going to be a guaranteed place in the semi-final? Listen to yourself. Guaranteed place in the semi-final. Bullcrap. Dortmund have proved that it's been difficult, and same with Savannah Zvezda. Pato says Atalanta v Rangers draw already made yesterday. The draw's today, buddy. 12 Roscoe says the famous red, white and blue. Yes, mate. And here we go. I think we're about to get ready for the draw.
The Europa League, West Ham and Rangers have made it through to the final eight, so we could have an all-British quarter-final, or they could face the mighty Barcelona. Leipzig are in there too as well. They got a bye to the quarters after Spartak Moscow were expelled from the competition. How dangerous an opponent are Leipzig, do you think, Colin?
Very dangerous because they have great young players, good attacking players. I think pushing them was probably.
Yeah, everyone's talking about West Ham. To be fair, West Ham knocking out Sevilla is a big achievement. Sevilla are a good side. All this for money from Europe. Why can't you buy the disco lights for Ibrox? Gilbert's raging. Sean Smith says, we are the people. Everyone's loving it. Come on, let's get underway here. We're sick of you talking now, buddy. Falcon Who says, Jordan, Xbox, YouTube and getting better. The Huns every day. Big man. All your taxes, PSL. Rangers died. They walked away. It's all the Rangers' way, says All Night Mike. Ooh. Bit of banter there. Celtic fans, who do you want Rangers to get in the next round? Let me know down there in the old live chat. Who do you want Rangers to get in the next round? Who's the hardest for Rangers to get? I'm interested to see. Come on, Joe. I'm sick of your face now. Let's get right into it now, boy. Hopefully we've not got to listen to the guy, though, that talks about the competition for ages.
Let's play Barcelona and all be happy.
Now here we go, guys. We're in Neon. We're going to Switzerland, and this is the draw. Happy days.
Here we are at the House of European Football for the Uefa Europa League quarter-final and semi-final draws. In just a few moments, the 8 teams remaining in the competition will find out their pathway to lift this iconic trophy in Sevilla.
Please say they're not wheeling out a guy to chat shit for ages.
6-time winners of this trophy, Sevilla, will not have a chance to play the final on home soil after they were eliminated by West Ham United.
So I'm so glad Sevilla are out, though.
The winner in the 112th minute came from Ukraine.
I'm going for Frankfurt. I'm going for Frankfurt or Braga. Come on, Rangers. Let's get Frankfurt or Braga.
Pitch following the events currently unfolding.
Frankfurt semi. That's Frankfurt quarters. Braga semis. There you go.
Also dashed as Frankfurt scored a dramatic goal in stoppage time and breaking the hearts of the supporters of the
Uncle Gilbert, who do you support, bud?
used a fine performance to beat Zvezda, while Atalanta, Lyon and Braga are also through. Leipzig are into the quarterfinals, as are Barcelona, who were narrow winners against Galatasaray. A lot of action taking place so far, plenty to look forward to as well. So let's take a look at the remaining 8 teams in the competition and also take a peek at this year's host city.
Oh, so now have a look at Sevilla and all that sort of stuff. Jesus Christ. I think we've got another probably like 5-10 minutes until they actually do the draw. They take ages with this stuff. They do make a bit of a show out of it, to be perfectly honest. But yeah. Celtic are out. Bodo Glimt beat them. Bodo Glimt have... I think the Bodo Glimt beat AZ Alkmaar yesterday as well, by the way. There's some force to be reckoned with in the Conference League at the moment. Semi-final Rangers or Atalanta versus HMRC or Face Painter, says Pato. As a Celtic fan, I want Rangers to get West Ham. Yeah, I mean, I don't know what Celtic... I think a lot of Celtic fans, they were kind of happy the Rangers maybe get to the quarter-final. Maybe not happy, but they were happy that they've got an extra couple of games to be played in April. But they don't want them any further than the quarterfinals. That's what a lot of maybe my friends that are big Celtic fans are saying. They don't want Rangers to go to the semi-finals. They just kind of want them to stay at the quarters. But yeah, I mean, you would probably want Rangers to get a harder tie. So I'd say Leipzig or Atalanta are the team to avoid. Rangers are playing 10 goalkeepers in the next game. Falcon Hoof is West Ham is the tie. Barcelona or West Ham, says Ryan Mays. Nah, I'd say fair. Hopefully Rangers get Braga or Frankfurt. But then again, I don't think they should fear anyone. I really don't. And here we go. I think we're getting ready to go now.
Well, that path will start to be laid out over the next few minutes with the draw. And to conduct it, I would like to welcome on stage the UEFA Deputy General Secretary, Giorgio Marchetti.
He's bringing on Giorgio Marchetti, the deputy.
Thank you, Pedro. A warm
I love seeing this guy's face. It usually means you get to the next round.
Congratulations on advancing
Giorgio Marchetti.
of the competition. In this very difficult moment, our thoughts are with the people of Ukraine. We desperately hope that a peaceful outcome can be found as quickly as possible. Peace, Mir, one simple word that says it all. As you can see from the teams left in the draw, the lineup is
Oh,
8 clubs who have everything needed to lift this trophy on the 18th.
so exciting. 7th of April and the 14th of April, Rangers fans.
Is the diversity of the team, styles and players. 7 different national associations are represented. We could not expect a better demonstration of the widespread strength of the teams in European football and how much this competition offers these clubs a stage to show it off in hard-fought, exciting matches. We are getting closer to this draw, but first let me introduce the ambassador of this year's final who will be helping us draw the pairings for the next rounds.
Oh yeah, they're wheeling out Andres Palop. Freaking hell, man. They take ages with this guy, man. Just get on with it. Don't give this guy a promo. I don't even know who he is. Papos, 257. To be fair, he's actually a winner of the cup 3 times. Loves this Europa League. He's the final ambassador. He's coming out.
Welcome on stage, former Sevilla goalkeeper and
With-
three-time winner of the trophy on display here tonight, Andres Palop.
I want Barca, says John Maffett. Go on, guys. Last time, quickly. Let me know who you want in the live chat, guys. Who do you want in the next round of the competition? Quickly. Let's see some of them. I'm going to read through them quickly just before we get underway. Rangers were the first name out of the hat last time, to be fair.
That you must have felt last night. Sevilla and Betis both knocked out in such dramatic fashion. How did you
Oh, yeah, Sevilla and Betis knocked out, by the way. Sevilla and Betis. Obviously, if you don't know about Real Betis, they play in Seville as well. So a good chance for them to have been playing in their home city as well. But they've not made it there either. Speaking Spanish. UEFA are giving Rangers a 5-goal start for the next game, make things a bit fairer for it. Shut up, Uncle Gilbert, mate. What the hell are you on about? Hope we get Braga. We are the people, says Thomas Skinnier.
Sevilla and Betis to reach the final, which is in their city, but it wasn't to be. There are a lot of strong teams in this competition, and those other teams.
Oh yeah, it's the quarter-final, semi-final, and the final. So the route to the final is actually outlaid. It's so exciting. Very, very exciting. As I say, when you're in the quarters, you can smell the final. You can see it. The route to the final is going to be mapped out. I think that's just so exciting. Really exciting. Chrissy Ladyweed says they know how to drag these out. I know, yeah. They make a show out of it for sure.
They're seeing a lot of good football played, a lot of quality teams, but maybe if he had to pick one, he would pick Barcelona. That for him is the team to beat so far.
Guys, let's try and get this to 100 likes if you haven't already, guys. Hit the like button, subscribe if you're new. We have got a busy weekend actually coming. Just as they're talking, we've got a busy weekend. Tomorrow we've got Rangers versus Celtic B team. We've got a little live stream watch along for that. After that we've got Celtic versus Ross County. And then on the Sunday we've got Dundee versus Rangers. So a busy weekend of football. Pretty exciting. And then it's going to be going on for that crap in the international break. But yeah. The last sort of predictions that people have said. Someone saying West Ham, Frankfurt, Barca, Braga or Lyon, says James Ross. Who else have we got down there? Braga and Frankfurt, says Stuart Henderson. Yeah, so some people on the same sort of train of thought as me. Braga and Frankfurt. Barca for me is what it is.
Receiving many tourists throughout the year is also waiting for this final to arrive, looking forward to it.
West Ham, says Ali.
Draw here, so Andres, te dejo con Giorgio.
Right, here we go. Without further ado, we're getting underway for the competition.
We start the operation for a very quick reminder of the technical procedure. Just to say that this door is completely open with no country protection.
Remember, the draw is completely open. There is no country protection, so anyone can get anyone.
The finalists are all placed in this bowl. The pairings will simply be determined by drawing the first team playing at home the first leg against the next team drawn. Calendar for the quarterfinals and the semi-finals matches will be communicated later this afternoon. We are now really ready. Let's read out the
Bring on the hammer, says Grow Scotland. Stuart says Braga. West Ham says Jordan.
Barcelona, Braga, Eintracht Frankfurt, Leipzig, Olympique Lyonnais, Rangers, West Ham United.
West Ham. All right, here we go. We're getting underway. So the first name is as follows. Name number 1 is RB Leipzig. RB Leipzig. Leipzig's the first name out of the hat. This is one I'd say for Rangers to avoid. RB Leipzig. So the away leg would be first. The away leg's going to be first. Oop, who's it going to be? Let's hope it's not Rangers. Who's it going to be? Atalanta! Oh! RB Leipzig and Atalanta are meeting each other. That's a good draw, that. That's quite a good draw for the competition. Two really strong sides going head to head. Atalanta versus RB Leipzig is the first name one. RB Leipzig versus Atalanta. First name. So the two that I said avoid have gone. They're out. They're gone out of the competition now. The two now next to avoid is probably West Ham and Barca, I would say. But those two are gone. The big ones that I was talking about are gone. Quarter-final 2. Eintracht Frankfurt. Frankfurt are the other side. Well, Rangers get Frankfurt. I mean, this would be not a too bad side to go on, you know. Barcelona. Barcelona. Frankfurt versus Barcelona. That means in the semi-final, that means Rangers and West Ham could meet each other on this path. Rangers and West Ham could meet each other on this path now. But who's it going to be? Four sides still in. There's a 1 in 3 chance that there could be a Battle of Britain on the cards. West Ham United are the first name pulled out. Will it be Rangers? There's a 1 out of 3 chance that it will be Glasgow Rangers here for West Ham. Who are West Ham getting here? Hopefully not Rangers. Leon! Oh, Rangers have got Braga! Rangers have got Braga! Rangers have got Braga! Oh my God, Rangers have got Braga! What an opportunity to go to the quarterfinals of the Europa League, to the semi-finals. Rangers will place Braga again. Rangers will play Braga. Hopefully Rangers out first. We've seen this story before. Braga home first in Portugal. And it's going to be Rangers. Rangers will play Braga one more time. Rangers v Braga. What an opportunity to get to the semi-finals of the Europa League. I talked about this yesterday. This was the best tie. This was the best tie for Rangers.
To recap the lineup of the quarterfinals in the Uefa Europa League, we'll have Leipzig taking on Atalanta, Eintracht Frankfurt up against.
Oh my God! I think this is the best route for Rangers.
And it's Braga taking on Rangers. Over to you, gentlemen, again for the semi-finals.
Oh no, they're doing the semi-final draw. Okay, it's not going to actually marry up like that. Now we're doing semi-final draw, guys. Stick around for it. Now they're doing the semi-final route. Again, I'd probably avoid Atalanta and RB Leipzig again. So 1 out of 2 chances that's the route that's going to happen. So semi-final 1 is going to be quarter-final. So Leipzig and Atalanta, basically, and then it's going to be, hopefully it's avoiding quarter-final 4. Because you don't want Leipzig or Atalanta. Hopefully it's like 3 or something like that, or 2, or whatever it's going to be. Hopefully it's 3. And hopefully it's 2. Fuck it, hopefully it's 2. No, it's 4. It's Rangers. Leipzig and Atalanta. That route. Oh. So RB Leipzig or Atalanta versus Rangers or Braga in the next round. If in the semi-final. I mean, it's not the worst. It's going to avoid a Battle of Britain. But that means Barcelona and West Ham could play each other in the semi-finals. I don't think that's the end of the world. I don't think that's the end of the world. I really don't. So winners of quarter-final 3. Yeah. Yeah. So basically, if Rangers beat Braga, they've either got Leipzig or Atalanta in the next round, essentially. But Braga's a good tie. Braga's a good tie. But look, I'm saying Braga's a good tie. It doesn't mean it's going to happen. It doesn't mean Rangers still need to show up and get it done. But it's the best tie Rangers could have got at this stage. A really good opportunity to get semi-finals. I'm telling you that right now.